The Supreme Court today began hearing arguments in a make-or-break legal challenge to the Affordable Care Act. It's the law's third major court challenge since its passage in 2010. The Supreme Court upheld Obamacare, as it's called, back in 2012, ruling the law's financial penalty for Americans who don't have health insurance was essentially the same as a tax. That penalty, known also as the individual mandate. This time, Republicans are arguing the law shouldn't stand because Congress zeroed out the penalty in 2017. Conservative Justice Brett Kavanaugh today seemed to challenge that argument, saying it seems, quote, fairly clear that the proper remedy would be to sever the mandate provision and leave the rest of the act in place.
Joining us now is Michele Goodwin. She's a law professor at the University of California in Irvine. She's also the director of the Center for Biotechnology and Global Health Policy there at the university. Michele, thanks so much for being with us tonight. We certainly appreciate your time. How are you? No one knows what the court will do. A decision is still likely months away. How did you read the tea leaves today, though, in terms of how the oral arguments went?
This was a victory for Congress and a victory for the Affordable Care Act. The law, when it was previously challenged before the Supreme Court, it was upheld by the court with Chief Justice John Roberts casting a crucial vote to uphold the law. And you're absolutely right. Today, even the most conservative of justices seem to tilt their hand towards the law being permissible, and that if there's a problem with the law, that this particular portion of it can be severed from the law as a whole.
And also, I know it gets into the legal weeds a little bit, but this idea of severability in terms of the individual mandate, it's basically saying, can Obamacare survive without the individual mandate, which Congress itself voted to take out of the law back in 2017. So now the court is essentially deciding, can Obamacare stand with that mandate gone? Is that a fair layman's explanation?
That's right, and it's important to understand that laws today have many different components of them, so it's not unusual. It's not just the Affordable Care Act, but there's some legislation that can be 70, 100, 1,000 pages, and the very idea that you would strike down every aspect of that because there's just one particular aspect of the law which may be flawed or unnecessary is just absurdist, and that's what we heard from Justices Kagan and Sotomayor today.
And can you explain a little bit how Republicans are arguing, Republican states that have brought this suit to the Supreme Court, how are they explaining their idea of having standing in the case? How do they explain how they are being hurt by the law as it currently stands?
So in order to have standing, this means that you have to have some skin in the game. That means that you have to have a close enough connection to the law itself and somehow being harmed by it. And what they were not able to show in any convincing way was that they're somehow harmed by this aspect of the law, this individual mandate, which has now been reduced to zero. But they claim that they would have standing potentially because there would be more people signing up for another aspect of the law. And this is where Chief Justice John Roberts really went after them in the questioning part of the oral arguments today, because he said that, look, if your concern is that more people would sign up for Medicaid, as if that's a problem, but even if they were to sign up for Medicaid, that actually has nothing to do with the issue that you're bringing before the court today. And that actually is a very convincing argument.
And real quick, 10 seconds left, but I want to kind of button it up like this. It seems to be, judging from some things justices said today, they're basically telling Congress, hey, you voted to take this mandate out, so if you want to repeal it, you, Congress, do it. Don't bring that to the court. That's not our job.
That's absolutely right. And what Congress did is to say that we have carrots and we have sticks. When we first established this, we used carrots and sticks. And now it turns out we no longer have to use that stick in order for people to get health care. People want to do it. And that's what their research found.
Oh, thank you so much for your insight. Really appreciate that. We'll see what the Supremes do with the case.
That's
Thank you, Michele.
great. It's great being with you.
Take care. Have a good night.